Here we are. Here we go. Right, let's put these chisels away. I shan't be using those for a moment. And let's just put those like that. And you know I love the flex cut knives. Put that over there for a time being. There, the old whistle. That'll probably need more sculpting. Take those out a moment, put them in there. You can always put them back. We'll use them as a little pegboard. Let's put this on so I can see if anybody's here yet. Hopefully they are. Tim's usually here. Let's see what's happening. There you go. Oh, it's Billy. Billy's here. How you doing, Billy? Billy's my buddy. I bought these little mechanical pencils. They're quite useful. They just clip out and they've got the rubber on the end. So you can just rub out what you, if you make a mistake or if you want to just alter something, you can just, they're wonderful pencils and they're very cheap. About £6 for 12. You buy a pack of 12. They just click out like that. The lead's wonderful. And then if you press down gently, you can put the lead away. They are coloured, all different colours, but they're not, don't think they're, no, that's a pencil, that's a blue one. I don't believe they're all different colours, look. I don't believe the, it's a red one. No, it's just normal lead. You know what I mean? Easy peasy. Put the lead away because they are quite fine lead, and they're wonderful. Just I buy 12 at a time because I always lose them. How are you, John? We're getting the little gang here. 2 likes. Right. I don't think I'll be using that glove today. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a bird feeding table, which is nothing intricate, but what I have decided I'm going to do is use my bandsaw, and using the bandsaw I'll be making the tree of life for each side. Right, so that's what we're going to be doing. Let's put some light on. We like a bit of light, don't we? Hey, there's a little bit. And it's already on. Right, so what we want to do is get the cloth there, 2 10-inch pieces of wood. I don't want those ones, I want these ones. And I'm going to use the stencil that I use. Hopefully these are the same size, yep. That's wonderful. I'm going to make, that's about perfect. Once we've established where the base is. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do it the same way as I did it before and just carry these on. That way with a bandsaw you can come in here and you can go straight through there. And it's so much quicker to do, and I have found out that it does support it just as well because the wood's quite thick that I'm using, so that has no problem at all. Let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? Not too much, but just enough. Right. So first things first, second things second, third things third. Let's do the first thing first. Let's mark that like that. That's the trunk of the tree. Just like so. And I have made these little templates out of the flooring, you know, the wooden flooring that people use. It's about 4 or 5 millimeters thick. It's MDF covered in vinyl, I think, or laminate, isn't it? It's called laminate. Right, so what I am going to do is invest in a longer pen, you know, just because I can't get these in, and I have seen them on Amazon, the pens that I need, but it doesn't matter because it's no set. I don't really want it set how I want it done, do you know what I mean? So what we're doing is we're going to send that off up to there. Then we're going to continue that on. Continue that. This one is quite thin, so we're going to set that out a little bit. Make that thicker. I know that's going against the grain because it's trees go thinner as they go up, but okay. We're not always going to be with the grain, are we? Right, so set that like that, easy enough to do. And I think what I will do this time is I will tape them together, because I want to do the two at the same time, and these two are going to be my honey's handmade is here. As I was saying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape these together, cut the two at the same time by using the bandsaw. It'll save time then, and we want to get it done, don't we? So, and this is just generally a tree of life that is going to be used on the either end on the bird feeding table. So what do I need first? I need some tape. I made my little grandson, he's only one, a monster truck yesterday. We're going down to see him next week, so that'll be lovely. God, why is this playing up? You can't beat family. Wonderful. I was saying that to the doctor the other day. I went to see the doctor the other day, and I was saying thank you for. He's a specialist, and he 20 years ago he fitted a stent in my heart, stopped the blockage, and fitted a stent. 20 years ago, and I was 38. I'm 58 now, and I thanked him. I got the pleasure of thanking him for letting me see my grandchildren. The oldest grandchild now is 18, nearly 19. And since then I've had, in total now we've got five grandchildren. And without them doing that, I wouldn't have seen any of them. Isn't that wonderful? It's wonderful to be able to thank somebody for saving your life. And anyway, that's enough about me. You're here to see me carving some wood, aren't you? Right, and this is just a simple idea I've come up with for feeding the birds in your garden. Just something different. I'm not saying I'm not probably the only one that does this, but it's a nice little addition to your garden. Something different. You'll be able to mark it up and put your little bird feeder out. Right, so now we're going to have to just draw over the tape a little bit. Doesn't matter. Right, so I'm going to move you over now to see so you can see the bandsaw. I might even have to get some of this dust out. I don't want it clogging up, so I might I'll make a noise for just a moment. Just want to quickly clean it out. 1 second. Didn't take long. Now what I'm going to do is move you across. That's wonderful. Move you across onto this tripod. Let's put it a little bit higher, I think. Does it go any higher? Maybe not. Let's put it up there actually. That worked before. Sorry about this, I'm just anybody do anything nice for Valentine's Day? I did nothing fancy at all really. I had lots of them. I'll put that up there out of the way. We'll be getting there in a moment. Sorry about this. I'll have to try and be more organised in future. There you go. You'll be able to see that now. And I've got also a little brand that I'm using to brand stuff that I'm making. Let's see how you get on with this. I'll move you over. And the bandsaw isn't that loud really, so we should be okay with it. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. There you go. Be able to see that. Be able to see what I'm doing. I'll be able to sit down as well. Just give me a little moment. What do you mean, nope? Oh, you did nothing for Valentine's? No, normally. Never mind. What we're going to be doing is altering this. That's quite high enough, but we'll just have to alter it like that so we can see what we're actually doing. The less gap you give here for your bandsaw, it will it's less likely to wobble. In fact, I will have a quick look underneath while I'm here. Quick look with a torch and see how I'm. Oh wow, that needs pushing in a little bit. Sorry. There's a little 3mm. Well, that's cool now. That is slightly too That's better. Right, so here we go. We're going to be I'll just cut this I'll just put my face mask on a moment just to stop the dust going down in my lungs. Got more than one mask here. That's a new one I haven't used yet, so I'll use that first. Oh, here we go. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna cut this line here. Okay. Yeah. Now cut this part off. See what we're doing here? Right, that's just cut out the branches, see the branches of the tree. Now to do the trunk. 2 more cuts and it's pretty much done. Cut it like that, it just relieves the pressure off the of what you're actually cutting, so makes it easier to do. Right, let's move you over here again. Sorry about this. Old stool. These bits of wood in the old bin. I burn all these outside in the garden. I've got a little burner. I must get another one of those. Those are really useful as well. I'll leave a link for those. I'm starting to leave links for lots of things. That's the stencil for me. And that's what you end up with. It's not not finished yet, nowhere near. Now next stage, it's only because I like to do it, you don't have to do it. I go round the outside with here and just round the edge off. Just to give it more of a look of a tree trunk. So now you've ended up with 2 the same, off 1 cut. It's like a magic trick, wasn't it then? Right, so I've ended up with 2 the same. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go round here with the router, just rounds the edge off, and that's pretty much these done. I need to clear off this table. There's a little brand that I had made for my, which is quite a nice thing to have. I'm just getting used to using it. I will be showing you a couple of different ways to use it. Probably a wrong way and a really wrong way, but I'll show you a couple of ways to do it. Right, So what we're going to do now is move over to the router table. And I made this as well. Man of many talents, you know. Yeah, I made this table as well. Let's move these pieces of wood. That's a piece of sapel. Started using that for I can get some, but it's £60 for a bag of it, and I'm not sure yet whether I can use it or not. So the chap said have a piece and see what you can do with it, and we'll take it from there. Which is very nice of him, because he didn't have to do that at all. But, I'm starting to be a customer of theirs, so that I suppose they want to try and keep me keen. As I've spent a couple of £100 in there in the last couple of weeks. Not much, but I suppose it helps their company. Oh, that's a brilliant little vice, that is. Right, so now what we're going to do is use my router table to round off the edges and make them look more like a trunk of a tree. In my mind, that's what I think anyway. Still need more light in this place, but there you go. Let's turn you around. There's my router table. Let's zoom you in a bit so you can see. All that is a little table I made, and I put my router underneath it and left it sticking out. Put an arrow to show which direction it is, because you go against the router. Let's put it on. Sorry if I get in the way, don't mean to be rude. Just can't have the table, have the cameras all set up every different way, but I'm trying. Sorry about the noise, but there There you go. Let's turn that round. I won't have to alter that again now. Right, and that is what you end up with. Let's turn my chair around. Very comfy if you have it the one way. Right, give that a brush with the brass brush. See how that makes it rounds it off? It's only a little detail. I suppose you go and feed the birds, you don't want to be thinking about splinters, do you? Really? Right, so now what we need now is, we've got those two pieces. That part is going to be facing out and that part is going to be facing out. So that's not a problem. What we're going to do now is pick up the piece for the base. And this, I know you all want to know, so there's the ruler. I'm going to tell you in inches. It is 7 3/4. 7 3/4 inches wide by 10 inches long. There you go. And the roof parts are exactly the same as that. So, hello, sorry I can't say your name. I can't even start to say that. What's that? Russian? Or are you in Greece or Russia? Very sorry for my ignorance. I can't even pronounce that. I don't know what the letters are. Right. So we're going to look for the centre of this. And the centre of it is at there. And we're going to have to mark the centre of this as well. Which is doesn't have to be precision. It has to be thereabouts, but it's usually about 30 each, just over an inch each side. Just under 30. Right, so there's the, we'll mark it like that. Okay. Now, for fastness, I'm going to be using 2 drills. Don't forget, subscribe if you can, it helps me. Press the like. I don't know where my moderators have gone, but they'll be round somewhere. And I use this Gorilla Glue. So we'll drill it first, And what I'm going to do is clamp it. I'll clamp it into position. Oh, I want that the other way around, don't I? I don't want those lines showing. I'm going to have it like that. Right, let's unclamp that now. Bit of glue. In fact, give it a shake. Bit of glue. There you go. Just like so. And we just have a couple of these screws. One in there, one in here. And I had that too fast. Even too fast for me. There you go. First one's in place. So now all we have to do now is glue this one. You don't have to put much on. You have to measure this so it's about 30 the same. I think that side looks best. And because we're putting it in the centre and it's a 45-degree angle, it doesn't matter which way the I'd say that's about perfect. Right, because we've already glued it, so happy days. Drill it. Just like so. Get a screw quick, put that in there. I've done. Hello Mary, how are you? Don't usually see you here. Right, unclip that. We'll drill another hole. Any of you here that hasn't seen Mary, she does some wonderful lives. Does lives most days actually. Go over and see her, subscribe to her. I think she's in Florida. And that'd be wonderful. And just put a little message on there. Roy sent you. I'm very well, thank you. Yep. We're making a bird feeding table. I just need to get this, clean the end of me Gorilla Glue. Ready for next use. That's wonderful stuff. Right, I'm making a bird feeder table. That's what I'm doing. I will be using that again, actually. So let's not be too hasty, eh? Let's not move that. Probably be using that ruler as well, but not at the moment. Right, this is my idea for a bird feeding table. Nice little bird feeding table, and this is going to be the roof. I've got 2 of these, and it is quite heavy duty. It's going to be wonderful actually when it's done. But what I need to do is get that at 45-degree angle. That's going to be about right. So, and I need to cut that on the bandsaw. So all you do here, because what you have to do is reduce the thickness. You have to reduce the thickness on one of the pieces by the I'll show you rather than the thickness of this. You have to reduce from the length of this, the width of this. By doing that, you make both sides equal. So what I need to do is hold that as soft, as firmly as I can to there. Get my pen, make sure it's straight on here, and then draw a line just there inside. That will give me the exact width of this wood now is transferred onto here. I need to remove that then, and then when I put glue and screw these together, they will be the same height as each other. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to cut this on the bandsaw. I'm not going to bother moving my camera again. Spike, Spike, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm glad you're here, Spike. Yeah, wow. Anyway, I'm just going to get this done now because I need to go downstairs. So I'll just cut that quickly. Right, just cut that quickly. Then what I need to do now is going to tuck that up in there. Just like so. Yeah, well, that kind of altered the length of it. Right, so what we need to do now is just glue along that edge, just like so. And we don't have to be too fussy how it ends up that. And then what I did say is we're going to have to use the drill again. So what we need to do is, and there are a few loose edges on this, so you will get splinters off it if you really want to. I'm going to leave that on the outside. I think that side looks nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place that there. And I'm going to clamp it together, which is always a challenge. That's why I like, well, I love these clamps, because they're so much use to me. Sorry, this is like a clown show, isn't it now? Right, we want to try and move that a little bit. Try and get it in line as much as possible. Then we'll clamp it a little bit more. And now we're going to screw it. I'll drill it first, then I'll screw it. And then this side. About there. Couple of screws to screw it with. Don't forget, if you can, subscribe. Costs you nothing to subscribe. Costs you nothing to be nice. Under the clamp, and that's got that into position now. So that's a really sturdy, really good roof. That glue will set as well. That will give it a wonderful finish. Let me just remove this glue off this table. And now what we need to do is just centralise the on there. If it does sit in a little bit, it doesn't matter, but we can always move it out a little bit like that. I think that looks okay to me. Right, so now the first thing is we need to drill a hole into here, going through there. Let me just show you quickly with the screws. In fact, I might use the longer screws. Oh, these are short. What's happened here? Oh wow. These are shorter. Fact, they will do. Right. Let's just see how we go putting one of these in. Probably like that. That's got the blighter. Now what I need to do now is just put one in like that. I forgot to glue it, didn't I? I forgot to glue this bit. In fact, I've only put one screw in, so I will do it. There you go. And now just I'll do for a moment. Let's just put that back on there. Once it's done, it's done. So right, now I'm going to put one, as I said before, I'm going to put one there, which will go in pretty much like that. I might move that over a little bit. That's definitely got it now. And I'll be able to get the glue in there a little bit. Oh, I will if I open the lid. Right, now move that to the outer edge. That's where we want it. Going to put that one into there. Pull that out so right, I'm happy with that. Now all I need to do then is push that one in a little bit, which is going to end up, that one is going to end up like that sort of angle. And I can push it in a little bit and then reassess it and push it in some more. Right, that's wonderful. That has definitely got it. Right, that's definitely got it. Okay, now I will probably have to go and get the other pieces that I need. Because what I wanted to do was put a ledge on there, which I could possibly do, but I wanted it to be slightly raised. So I won't be using that bit there. And I might even put some fancy things on the roof. Fancy, I mean, by sort of this. That I carved the other day. I might put one of those on. But it might trap the water. I'm not too sure yet. But that's it. That's the basis of it anyway. I'm going to leave it at that for the time being. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hi, Amy.
Here's what I found.
Cool. Thank you, Amy. Wow, the support Amy's giving me at the moment is absolutely wonderful. Anybody there, go and check her out, Spike. Oh, you already know her. Go and check them out. Right, that's the Tree of Life bird feeding table I'm trying to make at the moment. Let's just give it a quick burn while I'm here. Just to get rid of any of the loose and this is tannalized wood, so there's no need to even bother trying to treat it anymore. This will last for ages in the garden. It's what they use to do sheds with. They do sheds with it, and they do fencing. Pretty much anything to do with outdoors. So this will last for quite a while. Won't last forever, but it will last a lot longer than normal wood. And I like to do this just to bring out the grain in the wood. And as you know, this wood's quite wet. Which doesn't stop me, it's just another challenge. Okay, that's all I'm going to be doing to that anyway. Apart from putting the sides on it. So unfortunately I'm going to go now. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be doing it about 3 o'clock our time. I'm going to look actually on my analytics and see what time is the best to do it tomorrow. And Tree of Life bird table, bird feeding table. That's it. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of wood. I'm going to possibly put a stick a square stick on the bottom. I might put it on a stand, or I might put 2 hooks in here and hang it with a chain. Not too sure yet. Anyway, I'm going to go live 3 o'clock my time today. Yeah, that's about 8, 9 o'clock for me. No, that's 8. Florida. You're in Florida, aren't you, Mary? What's the time where you are now? It's 5 o'clock here now. 8 minutes to 5. I've got a reminder on anyway, so yes, Florida. You're about 5 hours difference, so that's yep, you too. Whatever you do, and I always say this, whatever you do it well.